guys, today I'm going to do this Halloween makeup look, and this one is inspired by space. So you can wear it if you want to be space queen, space goddess, a nebula, a galaxy, anything that has to do with space. You don't have to create all of this look all together because I do the eyes, the lips, and these side things on my face. So you don't have to do all of that. This is going to take a while to create. It's not as hard, it's not that hard. It's really fun to create actually, but it does take some time. So if you don't want to do all of this and recreate all the look all together, you can totally do just the eyes if you like them, the eyes and the lips, or just one side of the face, anything that you want to, but I'm going to show you how I created all of this thing that's going on right here. I really hope that you like how it looks like, and if you want to see how I created it, then just keep on watching. So starting with the primer, I'm going to use the Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to apply that with my finger all over the lid and up to the brow bone. A little bit under the eye with whatever is left on my finger. Then the first color I'm going to use is by MAC, and it's a mineralized eyeshadow in Young Punk, which looks like this. And I'm going to take the Sigma E55 eye shading brush, and I'm going to use my Fix Plus to wet it a little bit, like that, and then I'm going to dip it into the eyeshadow. So I just applied a little bit of eyeshadow, and then I realized that I forgot to use the base, the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil Milk. So please don't pay attention to that. I'm going to take the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil Milk as my base, and I'm going to drag it all over the lid, like so, and then I'm just going to smudge it out with my finger. So after we have that, now I'm going to use this eyeshadow wet with a Fix Plus, and I'm going to apply that to the center of the lid. So I'm going to leave the inner corner kind of bare. Can you see the sparkle? Can you see it? So after I have that, now I'm going to take a rounded crease brush like this, and I'm going to take the Sigma Scene eyeshadow. This is from the Paris palette, but I believe they sell it individually. It's this color right here. It's like a really dark blue that's a little bit curly, kind of frosted. I'm going to take that on a rounded crease brush and apply it to the crease. Very heavily kind of pat it and take it all the way to the inner corner. I like to kind of open my eye and see the shape that I want, like this. Then to blend out the outer edges of this blue, I know that right now it looks kind of crazy, I'm going to take Stars and Rockets by MAC, which is kind of a duochrome eyeshadow that goes from blue to purple to pink. And this is going to act like a really nice transition color to all of this. You can see how glowy it makes it look. So I'm going to take the E45 by Sigma, which is a small tapered blending brush. I'm going to take this and very lightly swirl it around the outer corners, outer edges of this blue. And I'm doing it really lightly because I don't want to take the intensity of the blue and really kind of blend it out. I just want to blend this color into the inner corners of the blue, so outer corners, sorry. The outer edges of the blue, so you can't really see where the colors meet. That will create a really nice transition shade. And you can see that the duochromeness of this eyeshadow really makes it look kind of glowy on this outer corner. Really nice. Then I'm going to take a small flat brush. This is the E20 by Sigma and the same blue color, and I'm going to apply that under the lower lash line. But not all the way into the inner corner. Just right here. And again, blend with the E45, blend the stars and rockets underneath. So it kind of all comes together. And really creates a glowy effect. Then on this inner corner right here that we have some white left, I'm going to take the short shader brush again and the Sigma smokescreen palette, and I'm going to take this blue right here, which is called Nebula. How appropriate is that? I just realized that's how it's called. So I'm going to apply that on this inner corner right here, and I'm going to drag the color a little bit inwards into the blue of the crease. You don't really want to see where the colors meet. It just all kind of comes together. You want it to look kind of, you know, like blended all together. Then for the lower inner corner, I'm going to take the Sleek Eye Divine palette, which looks like this. I'm going to take this neon pink, and with the same brush I'm going to apply a little bit under the lower lash line, right on the inner corner right here. Kind of adds a little pop of color. And then right in between those two colors, the light blue and the pink, I'm going to take from the same Sigma smokescreen palette this light lilac, which is called Misty. I'm going to apply that right here in between those colors on the inner corner and kind of again blend it all together. So you can't really see any harsh lines between the colors. I'm also going to take a little bit of that under the eyebrow to highlight. Like this. Now I'm going to line my waterline with a blue pencil. This is by Urban Decay. It's the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Deviant. And I'm going to line my bottom waterline with that. And then to add a little bit more sparkle, I'm going to take the MAC Pressed Pigment in Black Grape, which looks like this. It's kind of a purple, but it's really, really sparkly. So if you don't apply it wet, it's almost just looks like sparkles. You can't really see, but really adds a nice effect. And I'm going to take my Sigma E55 brush and just apply it dry on top of this blue on the inner corner and on top of the blue that's in the crease. I'm just gonna pat in it a little bit under the lower lash line, and you can see it adds a lot more kind of sparkle. So that's a really nice effect. Just has kind of chunky silver glitter. So now on the upper lash line, I'm going to apply a black gel liner. I'm using the MAC Black Track Fluid Line and the Sigma E65 small angled brush. I'm just going to create a pretty long dramatic wing. I'm going to take this liner all the way to the inner corner of the eye. I'm also going to take a little bit under the lower lash line, but right just on this outer corner. And then connect it right here on this outer edge. So it just kind of darkens this outer corner a little bit more. Now I'm going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara on my upper lashes and then the Benefit Roller Lash on my bottom lashes, just because I find the Better Than Sex Mascara one to be too big for the lower lashes. I'm not going to apply too much because I'm going to apply false lashes, but just for the base. So now that we have the mascara on, I'm going to apply some falsies, and I decided to use some really kind of sparse lashes because I didn't want to use anything that's too heavy that's going to just block all the pretty shades that we have on the lid. So I'm going to use the Elegant Lashes number 1 or the black lashes, which look like this, and I'm just going to apply these and I'm going to be right back. So now the eyes are done, we're going to move on to the rest of the face. Okay, so to create this little space thing that's going on the side of my face, I am going to use some face paint and some sponge. Sorry, I used this to create this side. I have another one. So I'm going to use a sponge, some face paint. I have the Make Up Forever 12 Flush Color Case, which are just cream face paints. And I have those two by Mera, which are like cake face paint that's activated by water. I do have some water in the lid right here. And then some just craft glitter, little glitter things, some stones. This is just like nail art things, and a piece of cotton, as well as glitter glue. So that's it. Oh, and duct tape to create this sharp line if you want to. So I'm going to start by taking a piece of duct tape and I'm going to place that to the side of my face, kind of how I would contour. I'm not sure if it's going to be even. If both sides are not going to be even, that's going to be funny. So I'm kind of going from the middle of my ear to the corner of my mouth as a guideline, I guess, kind of like that. Maybe a little bit. No, now it's not sticking. Another one. Second attempt. From the corner of my mouth to my ear. Yeah, something like that. So I'm just putting duct tape like so. I'm going to try and speak less, so one move. Anyway, I'm going to start with the darker colors and then go lighter as I go in with more detail, if that makes sense. So the darker the colors, the deeper it would look. So I'm going to start with a black base using a sponge and this activated water. Then I'm going to go lighter and lighter and be more and more precise. So to start with the black, I'm just going to take a sponge and some black color. And first I'm going to place it in the shape I want and then blend it with the other side. So once I have the base, I'm going to go lighter. Now I'm going to take a piece of cotton like that, and I'm going to take this blue color right here and just deepen certain areas. With the blue color, I'm kind of going to go everywhere, but just in the center without touching the outer edges. I want to leave the outer edges black. Maybe just a little bit right here on the outer edge. There's no certain way you need to do it, just play with it, because space is something that's so, you know, all over the place, literally. So now I'm going to go a little bit lighter, and with another piece of cotton I'm going to take the pink and the red. I'm going to take those two colors and kind of mix them together and apply in certain areas. Now you can go just in dabbing motions, you can do like a circle or like a little long, you know, kind of a Milky Way long thing, or like a nebula just in certain areas. And then I'm going to go even lighter and take the white and go in the center of that. And to create more depth to these little nebulas, you want to take the lighter color in the center and then go darker. I'm going to take some red around it, then pink inside, and then the very center is going to be white, and that creates the depth of the thing. Can you see that? I'm actually going to take a little bit more blue to the outer edges of the red to create even more dimension. And then when you want to just kind of deepen any areas, just go over with a black or with a blue, and you can go over that and make it look deeper. Nice. Then I'm just going to add some touches with a dry cotton of this color right here, like a light blue teal color. I'm just going to dab it in certain areas. So when you're happy with how it looks like, just go ahead and take a toothpick. Look at my hands. This one just broke in half accidentally. And I'm going to activate it with water. And first I'm going to kind of flatten the edge on a hard surface, and then I'm going to wet it and take a little bit of white and add random stars all over the galaxy. And then in this nebula, I'm going to add a lot stars just in the center. And I want to add more red to this. Just go ahead and fix anything you want to fix. And then to add even more space glitterness to this, I'm going to take my BA Star Body Shimmer Base, which is basically glitter glue. I'm going to take my finger and just dab it everywhere, kind of, from this little applicator. Don't want to go straight with this because I want to be really sparse. And then I'm going to take some glitter. I'm using this light blue. Yeah, I just open it with my teeth. And then I'm going to take my finger and just dab this all over where I have glue. Where it sticks, where it's not, it will fall, but that's okay because we don't want to be too precise with that. So just all over, I'm just dabbing this glitter. And then the last step, first I'm going to remove this thing because it annoys me as hell. Yeah, it's kind of even. And now, with my dirty fingers, I'm going to take these rhinestones, just take a few on my table, and I'm going to dab this glitter glue, this time with the applicators because I do want to be precise, and take these stones with my finger and just place them randomly. And that's it for our little space face, nebulas, galaxy, anything you wanted to call it. And now we're going to move on to the lips. So now I'm going to do the lips, and for that I'm going to use this black color right here first and my Sigma L05 lip brush. So I'm going to wet it a little bit and pick up this black color. I'm going to outline my lips with that. So I have outlined my lips with that, and I faded the black a little bit inwards. And to create the same kind of nebula depth that we talked about right here, I'm going to do the same on my lips. So I went darker on the outer corners, and right now I'm going to take this blue color right here from the Makeup Forever 12 Flush Color Case, and I'm going to fill in the gap. My mom is calling me. Mom. So now to create even more depth, I'm going to take a lighter color. I'm going to take this light teal blue and pop it a little bit just on the center of the lip. And it doesn't have to blend perfectly. We're not creating like an ombre lip or anything like that. It is space. So even if you can see like little dots, that's okay. So that's it for the lip color. And right now I'm going to take the blue glitter again. Open it with my teeth again. And then take a little bit of my finger and apply it all over my lips. Products I've used in this video are going to be listed down below in the description bar of this video with links to where you can get them in case you want to get them or recreate this look. But you can totally recreate this look with anything that you have at home. You don't have to use the exact same products that I'm using. And as I said in the beginning, you don't have to do all of this. If you want just to take anything from it, just go ahead and do it. I'm not saying this look is easy by any means, but it's definitely fun. I had so much fun creating it for you guys, and I really hope that you like how it turned out. Let me know in the comments below which more Halloween looks you want to see next, because I do have just one more video until Halloween to make, which is next Saturday. So let me know that, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm going to talk to you all next Saturday. Bye.